Hello and welcome, I'm Stormo, and this is Elite Dangerous Horizons. I've already looked at Elite Dangerous before, but the Horizons expansion came out sort of at the end of the year, last year, sort of in December a bit. And I thought we'd have a bit of a look at it, because it has a couple of features that are really interesting. So we'll just go start, open play, we'll load our game. This is my regular commander. You can see my funky, what is it? It's an Asp Explorer, I believe, is the ship I'm rocking, and have done for a while. Currently saving to get a Python, which is a fair bit more credits than I have, especially after the disaster I had the other day playing this game where I got blown up twice. So that was pretty fun. But those are the only two times since I started playing this game that I've ever been blown up. Okay, so what is different about Elite Dangerous Horizons? Well, if you've played the original Elite Dangerous, you'll know that it's got this whole sort of structure where you just sort of grab stuff and do stuff and things happen. There's no real story. There's the only real goal in Elite is to get these combat trader and broker, combat trader and explorer ranks up to the highest possible rank, which is of course Elite. And I'm most advanced in the trader rank at the moment, because that's mostly what I do is trade. So I was just hoping to see, yes, this is what we want here. Oh, hello. That is decent amount of money, which is good for me because I need a lot of money, because I need about 56 million credits to get the next ship I want, and that's 223,000 of them right there. So we're going to accept that. As you do in this game, usually go to the bulletin board and grab that. So the general structure of the game, and I can probably grab that titanium mission as well. I'm not sure we'll get to do that, but we will grab that. So that's two missions. And the good part with these missions is that they are exactly the kind of mission I want to show off in this game. So we will grab those, leave that, and I will head over here. I'm not using a VR headset or any kind of head tracking for this, so I'm using keyboard and mouse. I don't have a HOTAS hands-on throttle and stick setup. Where is it? Was it? That one was the, yeah, that one we'll do first. So we'll go to the galaxy map and have a bit of a look at where we need to be. It's, oh, it's in the same system that I'm already in, is it? Okay, system map. Okay, so won't have to do too much, I suspect. There it is over there. So, oh, that's quite some distance away, but that's cool. Okay, so this is part of the new thing. You can now land on planets in Elite Dangerous, and the way you do that, once you've picked up a mission or a task, or you just decide to head somewhere, you grab the planetary map, and we'll just plot our route to it. So we've grabbed the planetary map, we've done all that. All we need to do now is launch from where we are, which I believe is a small space station. So we jump out here, and we'll fly away once the things are all happening. Yeah, as I said, I don't have a head tracking system, so to look around I have to click my middle mouse button, which is fine. That works. Yeah, as we fly away here, I'll just show you, this is the interior of the Asp, this is the seat, that's the space station going away. Elite Dangerous, if you don't know, if you haven't watched my previous video, you haven't seen the game in action before, is a very pretty game. It has an amazing lighting model, and I don't know if you can see over there, that star is basically the local star to that planet, which is the planet around which the space station we're on is orbiting. Everything in Elite Dangerous orbits everything else in real time. So planets actually move and orbit around stars, they rotate, all that kind of stuff. And that's even true of landable planets. Now, we should actually jump to... Oh, we weren't in the Axios system. Okay, I thought we were... Where were we then? Oh, we're in the Zamnet system. Okay, so we're jumping to Axios, so we're going through hyperspace. In this game, they refer to a frame shift drive, which is basically well, hyperspace or warp drive or stuff like that. And it's basically what we've done to just jump through the several light years of distance that are between us and our destination, which is all the way out here. And that's a giant star, which you always come up against. I'm told that the best thing you can do when you're jumping into hyperspace is pull your throttle to 0 so that you don't go flying into the star when you come out. What I will do is pull my throttle back a little bit. You can see in the lower middle of the screen there, that's your radar and your scanner. And that shows you where local objects are. You can see a couple of round objects which represent planets. You can see a small square which will be someone's ship or some other thing. You can see, if I look out the window, you can see those planets there. And various other bits and pieces. And on the right side of that, you can see a sort of throttle indicator. That's what the blue line and the blue sort of gauge there is. The blue section actually indicates the sort of I guess the best way to say is sort of the automatic speed control. If you keep your throttle within that region, the ship will actually manage your speed for you. Pardon me. And that's really handy because, especially when you're coming into planetary approaches, if you have a proper like HOTAS setup or something like that, it's easier for you to manage by hand, but as I don't have that, and I have to use keyboard and mouse for everything, I prefer to do it this way. Obviously, on the right side of the main scanner and the speed, you can see a sort of ship status indicator. The blue rings around the ship there, that indicates my shield levels. Those blue rings represent shields, and below that my hull health, which is that 100% gauge. And to the right of that, you can see the sys, engine, and weapon. Those indicate capacitors. The system one is mostly for charging the shield, the engine one is mostly for powering the engine, and the weapons are for obviously powering the weapons. Most of the time I have it set up like this, so I have the engine fully powered and the systems half powered. And the reason for that is because at full power the engine moves faster, which is going to be really handy for us as we come into land on this planet. And it means that if I suddenly find myself under attack, which happens very frequently at the moment, I find I get interdicted a lot in this game. But yeah, that's what that indicates. And then further over from that, you got your fuel gauge, whether your mass locks to a planet or a space station, whether your landing gear and cargo scoop are open. And on the other side, you can see there's a planet there, which indicates our target, what we're landing on, and the distance in meters, which indicate all that. And there's a little compass just to the top left of the main scanner there. Okay, and we just got a message from someone that we're not going to deal with, but you'll often get contacts in Elite Dangerous, and they'll come and talk to you about stuff. So while we're coming into the planet, in fact, we're not going to do this. Well, I can do this just quickly. While we're coming into the planet, if I press down here, you can see this is the other thing you get, the SRV, or Surface Reconnaissance Vehicle. I don't have one fitted in this ship at the moment. And the primary reason for that is because I haven't found any sort of lucrative reason to maintain one. Okay, so we're coming into the planet. This is planetary approach. One of the amazing things about this is that it's beautifully seamless. So you'll see some texture popping. I've actually had to cut my detail out for planets because of frame rate issues. Just had one there actually. That's a new one. I haven't had that happen before. Becoming a little fuss. So what I'll do is aim away from the planet and then slowly bring myself... Oh, my frame rate is dying. That doesn't normally happen. But we're there. Okay, and you see what's popped up there is the orbital cruise indicator, which indicates our altitude above the planetary surface. You can also see it gives us a latitude and a longitude as we come in. So we're coming in to land on the planet. I think I'm coming in a bit too fast, so what I might do is just go up. If you're in this blue zone, you get speed boost, so we'll just hold on to that for the moment. For pulling it back down, looks like we're going to be on the edge of that crater where we land. Let's see, I want to get under 100 kilometers before I get to 25 kilometers of altitude, and the reason for that, I don't think it's going to happen just yet. The reason for that is to do with what will happen as we get closer. So I think we're on good. Yeah, it's right on the edge of this crater here. Actually, it looks like it's in its own little crater, or an area that's been hollowed out for it as we come closer and closer. Yeah, okay, we're perfect now. So we drop down from orbital cruise. We have a glide which will cover most of the remaining distance for us. I've set it up so that the glide should get us within about 10 kilometers of our landing point, which is what we want. And yeah, as I said, my frame rate's dipping a little bit. I actually have the detail turned down a little bit because I found with my graphics card, which is a GTX 970, that this game does tend to cause it to chug a little bit. Oops. Just come in on target. There we go. Glide. The ship tends to be a little bit wonky in glide mode, I find. I guess because you're not really powering, you're just washing off the speed from the main engines. Okay, so we got within 10 kilometers, which is exactly what we want. Now we'll pull our throttle all the way up, and we'll wait till we get to 7.5 kilometers, which is our next sort of target here. As you can see, we're coming in. Yeah, it's sitting on a little ledge inside the crater. So 7.5 kilometers. Go over here, hit contact, screen muff landing, and hit request docking, and then, because I have a docking computer, because I'm not a fool, we'll use the docking computer. Okay, I am a fool because I use a docking computer, but the reason I use a docking computer is because, again, not having a HOTAS set up means that docking can be a bit fiddly for me. So I find the docking computer makes life a lot easier in terms of coming in, especially coming into the large space stations that have the sort of mail slot type entrances that this game's somewhat famous for. If you have a HOTAS, which like a SciTech X52 or something like that, if you have one of those kind of things, then docking is a lot easier. Just being able to use the joystick to align the ship and throttle and everything like that is a lot easier. I don't have that. I'm relying on the mouse and the keyboard controls, which are pretty good in this game. It's actually surprisingly playable with the mouse and keyboard. It's very much optimized for having the stick set up, but I have no problem playing it with mouse and keyboard. I'm relatively competent even in combat. I probably wouldn't do so well against someone who had a proper stick setup, but you know. Okay, so we've come into land. Now, as I said, I don't actually have a surface reconnaissance vehicle, so we can't actually go out on the planetary surface. And I said before the main reason for that was just because it wasn't lucrative, but the other reason is also slightly technical, which is that I've found with my system the frame rates for planetary surface in this game are unplayably bad. Not to mention that the surface vehicle controls are a bit dodgy. So I'll grab the bulletin board here. And I'll just turn in this mission. We'll give the cargo, and we'll make a lot of money, which is great. I can probably grab something else. What's the most lucrative mission here? Okay, so while we're here, let's talk about surface missions just quickly. So there's a bunch of different ones, and there's actually a bunch of new mission types that have come in as well. Surface mission, Mission of the Mercy is basically go destroy another ship. This is a delivery mission. You see it indicates with the circle. It's the equivalent of... I'll just see if there's one... there's none in the list here. But yeah, it's the equivalent of the regular delivery missions, is what that is. These are new though. This is basically a mission where you have to go to a particular place in your SRV and blow something up or do something. And there's also missions like this which involve interfacing with a terminal in a surface base and stuff like that. Now, experienced handler required to transport skittish stock. That'll be Imperial slaves. Let's not cart around Imperial slaves. I actually, you might notice by the symbol here, if you're familiar with the game, this indicates the Empire. If I look across here, you can see the major factions there, the Federation, the Empire, and the Alliance. I've actually taken up, you can see by the little yellow dot here, I've taken up with the power play system in the game, which involves basically aligning yourself with a particular faction. In this case, I've taken up with Aisling Duval, who seems to be, as far as I can tell, the best option for someone who is trade-focused, or at least sort of, you know, hauling focus, because that's how I play this game, basically as a hauler. You can see I've got a bunch of finds too. Oh boy, I did not have a good day yesterday. I've got to claim that bounty at some point too, which I've forgotten about. But yeah, I didn't have the best day yesterday. That's in the Jamavi system. So I won't pick up anything from here. I did refuel and all that kind of stuff. I'll just exit out of this for the moment, just so we can get a good look. So this is what the planetary surface looks like from inside the cockpit of the ship. Now, as I said, I don't have an SRV installed. If it's possible to install one while we're here, I might outfitting. Yeah, I will. Actually, we'll do this. So let's head into the hangar and see if we can't pick one up. So the SRV will take up I think a size 2 slot in your ship. Anyway, let's internal. So let's go down here, and what I might do is rip out. I don't want to rip the planetary approach suite out. This, by the way, is how you can tell you're playing Elite Dangerous Horizons. The planetary approach suite is only available in Horizons, and it's what you need to approach, and you can't buy another one. Basically, your ship gets fitted with one. I think it replaces the... there's a sort of basic sort of planetary, a basic sort of navigation suite that all ships have, and you can't remove or replace. It's just like part of the ship. And if you have Horizons, that gets updated to the planetary approach suite. Oh, what can I don't want to rip out my sensors. That would be bad. I'll just rip out some cargo rack for the moment, because I've got enough cargo space. So I'll go buy and equip, and we'll see if we can't find a... What you need for surface here is, you need to find many of these things that I don't have. Planetary vehicle hangar, that's what we need. Okay, so so there are a bunch of different planetary vehicle hangars that we can have. That's a slightly better one, but it's also a slightly more expensive one. If you're familiar with the class and rating system in this game, you'll know what I'm talking about here. But for planetary vehicle hangars, the class and ratings basically determine how many vehicles you can fit in the hangar. We'll get that G-type one. So we'll get this one here. It has one vehicle bay, so that's all we need. We'll buy that, and power management required when hardpoint's active. That's all good. It's putting a bit of a strain on my power management, but that's fine. We can grab it anyway. It's not a big deal. And then we have a vehicle slot, which means we need to add a vehicle bay, which comes with a vehicle. And so we'll grab that. So we've got that. So we now have a vehicle bay with a vehicle, and everything is good. So let's exit out of this. And what we can do is go down here, and we can now see we can select our vehicle and we can deploy. What we want to do is deploy. When we deploy, this happens. So it'll take a while. I think I'm actually going to end up having to go back onto the surface too. And there's a little bit of a transition between being on the ship and being in the vehicle. Okay, so we're now in our hangar. We're now under where we need to be. And the controls for the vehicle are on the keyboard. They are WASD. They are WASDer. But it can be a bit finicky and a bit fiddly. So we'll just go out and around here. So you can see the vehicle controls. My frame rate, as I said, is really bad. I'll have a look around here. For whatever reason, and the thing was, the frame rates were fine for me the other day. They've gotten bad as I've done this. Okay, so we're moving a little bit, but oh, as you can see, that is unplayably bad. But you can see we can drive around this colony here. We can go out of the colony onto the surface of the planet. You can do a couple of really neat things when you're out on the surface too, because you can actually land your ship on the surface. You don't have to land in like a colony or a base or anything like that. You can actually land your ship on the surface of a planet, assuming you find a place on the surface to land. Because there are times when you'll want to do that, because planets are really big, and because everything in this game is at scale, what that means is that the planets are at scale. So most of the time you want to actually travel near to where you need to be on the surface of a planet. Whoa, we're going very fast. Also, gravity plays a big factor in this. You can get, if you're bouncing around the surface of a planet, you need to be careful, because it is actually possible to get flung off the surface of the planet because of the gravity. Whoa, we are just doing donuts in the base. That's what we're doing. I'm going to head back to the ship, because this is unusable. This is why I don't have a vehicle hangar installed, by the way, because as you can see, they're pretty unusable. You can see that scanner suite there. That's really useful for finding stuff. Need to get back. Is that where the hangar was? Over there? I'm lost now. Where did I come out of? And you can see, yeah, I'm just lightly tapping. This is why having a joystick is really useful. I think that's the indicator for where the ship is. So, yeah, that's the docking bay over there. So we've actually come all the way over here. Yeah, so we head back to where our ship... Whoa! Just gonna slide around. The vehicle physics are pretty good. In general, I have been able to use it occasionally where my frame rate hasn't been completely terrible. What's that sign say? What What does that sign say? Oh, it's the name of the base. Ah, cool. I don't recall going up a ramp. I don't think this is where I need to be. Oh, it's over there. I've gone past it. Okay, let's head back that way. That's where it is. So I went the wrong way, but that's okay. Just check that side there. Yep, okay. The planetary vehicles are armed as well, which is nice, because sometimes you need to shoot things. There are things on the surface of a planet called skimmers that you'll occasionally come across, usually protecting something that you need to deal with. You can actually see a couple of them flying around the base here, I guess providing a sort of base security, so if anyone tries to shoot anyone driving around the vehicle, then that will happen. I really do apologise for the frame rate here. As I said, the planetary surface detail, I've got it turned down a fair way, but it's still a bit tough on my GPU. And this computer runs a 970, so if you're running less than a 970, good luck. And I know that this game actually recommends a 980 titanium for the VR mode, and that's just to get frame rates in VR, because VR is super, super heavy. That's not my docking bay. Okay, so where's my ship? Oh, hang on, is it there? Where is my ship? Let's back up out of here. You can reverse in these vehicles too, which is nice and useful. I've lost my ship. Because that wasn't it, because that guy was taking off from that bay. Can I? I can. Oh, we can activate the turret. Let's not do that in a base, because that's a recipe for getting blown up. It's very much a recipe for getting blown up if we do that. So let's head around. Really don't know where I was. I wonder if it's that green box there. Oh, so hang on, it must have been over here. I was going the right way. Oh well. Yeah, that's a really, really rough frame rate. I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, so I think it's that green box on the scanner is where I need to be. Well, I'm not super sure about that, actually. But we'll go through this way and hopefully it'll magically appear in front of us as we get nearer. Yeah, yeah, wow. Okay. No, that's not it, unless it is. Is that an entrance there? No, it's not. Okay, so I don't know what the green box is indicating, because I'm near certain it's this green triangle, so I'm going to go for the green triangle now. I have done this before, successfully. Okay, let's go back up through here. Oh, we're going too fast. I'm trying to keep it slow because it's uncontrollable if I go too fast. So I didn't expect the frame rate to struggle so much. It's normally not this bad. Probably because I'm capturing as well as just taking some of it away. Woo. That's got to be it. Okay, let's head over that way. Hang on, the green triangle is now ahead of me, so it's got to be up here. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. To anyone who gets, like, motion sick, I'm so sorry. Oh, look, it's nice and smooth now. Whew. Okay, we're actually... Ah, this is comfy. Ah, hello. Oh, hang on, that's actually a landing pad. I don't want to be there, do I? Oh, we're driving on a landing pad. We probably don't want to be here because we'll get crushed. No, get off the landing pad, damn it. Go forward. Wow, the landing pad has no traction. Or is the ship coming down and I'm actually being blown away? I suspect a ship is coming into land or something. I'm being sort of blown off. This is not where I want to be. I do not want to be here. Let's kick. Whoa! Whoa! Oops. Whoa, okay. This is also not where I want to be. No idea where the ship... where my ship is. Let's go back that way. Ah, hang on. Let's back up here. And go, whoop, down here. Oh, I just realised there's like road marking type stuff going on. This isn't where I want to be either. Nope. We need to go back onto the surface. Ah, what the hell? The vehicle is very much designed for planetary exploration. Hang on, is that? Ah, this must be where I need to be. Yeah, okay, so we drive to the landing pad by going around here, right? This is where I want to be? Surely. So where's my landing pad then? I don't actually remember coming out of the base this way though, so I'm not 100% sure I'm in the right spot. But we're just going, it's around behind us. No, it can't be. Well, wherever it is, I'm sure I'll find it eventually. It's not over here, is it? No. I'm completely lost. I think we've just gone around a big circle. Oh well. These vehicles are surprisingly tough too, so if I can reverse back there. Yeah, they can withstand head-on collisions with solid walls. So that's really good. So yeah, it's the planetary surface vehicle. It's the main thing I wanted to show in this video. Well, I was going to show planetary liftoff as well, but apparently I can't find my ship. Which is massively annoying me. It should just be here. But we're gliding around whatever surface this is. It's interesting actually, I've never driven along like the landing pad area. Usually I've been out on the actual planetary surface, so... Oh, that's an exit to the base. That would take us out of the actual base. We don't really want to do that. I want to come back around, past all these shipping crates. Oh, I saw a thing. Is that my... Oh, that's my ship. Okay, cool. I figured out where my ship is. Maybe I will have to go down this exit. Oh well, whatever. Let's head down. Well, it's cool that you can actually target your own ship, so you know where it is. My ship's underground, isn't it? Let's pull up some speed. Ah, do I have to go... Is that where I need to go? In there? Or... Particle physics, yay! Oh, hang on, this, yep, this is where I need to be. Is it? Is this where I need to be? Is this where my ship actually... Is this where I came out of? Because my ship ain't here. My ship very much isn't actually here. I can't return to my ship, so it's definitely not here. So where is it? Ah. It is here. This is where I came out, isn't it? Somehow this is where I came out. But I think we need to do a thing. So I'll just go into here. And we will pull up. Oh, no, don't go backwards. Stop. There we go. Because I think what I need to do is request docking. And that will allow me now to board ship. That's what we wanted to do. There we go. Okay, so found it, did it, and that went not great as I expected. Yeah, that's the Planet Rover, and as I said, you can do it. You can tool around bases like that, or you can actually go out and do like useful stuff as we transfer back into our ship. No wonder I couldn't see the ship because I was not launched. Anyway, let's launch and fly away from the base. I didn't pick up any missions. I got another mission to do, but I mostly just want to show the planetary liftoff and how you would do that. Also, the quite beautiful view yet from the planets. I think if we look up in the sky there somewhere, we'll be able to see the star that this planet orbits. A lot of the planets actually aren't planets, they're moons too. You land on satellites for like gas giants and stuff that are quite big. But yeah, they are also quite moon-like. You see the surface there as on the scanner as we fly away. Track down landing gear. We want to take off pretty vertically. The reason for that is because of when we go to frame shift, which will be now, the escape vector is usually aimed there. So I've also found when leaving planets, and you can see the surface of the planet out the side there, I've also found when leaving planets that escaping vertically is actually the best way to do it, generally. Not always, but generally. The other thing too, when you're leaving a planet, is you want to get above about 25 kilometers above the surface. You see the altimeter on the side of the display there on the right. We want to get above 25, and the reason for that is because that's the minimum height for cruising for surface cruise. So now we can actually cruise across the surface of the planet, and we can gain more height and basically sort of orbit away like this. But you can sort of see the planet under us. I don't think I actually have a destination locked here, so we're just sort of flying with no particular place in mind. But I will actually, where's our destination? Nailer installation, so where's that? So I'll go to the galaxy map. I can do all this doesn't matter. I have to plot a route there. And now that I've done that, we should be able to see. And one thing that will often happen when you do this, and it's not happened this time, but often what happens is that the target's obscured by the planet that's between you and it. And you have to basically fly around the planet or away from the planet far enough that you can actually get the target in view so you can line up the jump. That's exactly what we've done. We've flown away from the surface. We're getting further and further away. You can see the altimeter there getting higher and higher as we get further and further away. So, yeah. But that's what's new in Horizons. There's also a bunch of new ships, and there's a whole bunch of new features coming, because the way Elite Dangerous is sort of working, I'll do my frame shift jump. We'll go to the next system, which apparently was contested, so that could be fun for us. But yeah, basically, if you don't own Elite Dangerous right now, and you're thinking of picking it up, just buy the Horizons pack. Don't buy the base game, because Horizons is the base game plus the Horizons stuff. And it costs you about the same as the base game. And I know right now the base game is actually on sale on Steam for about $15, but don't be tempted. You're much better off buying Horizons, because not only will you get Horizons, you'll get a full year of content for Horizons. Just going to run my Discovery scanner here, because we don't have any information about this system we've just landed in. So now I take a look at the system map, and we'll set our destination. So that'll be good fun for us. I'll just come down here, hit the destination, Nailer installation, select that, and we'll head off. Anyway, so I'm going to go and do that, and I'm apparently going to slow down as I do that. And we're going to leave this video here. So thank you all for watching. If you liked Elite Dangerous, definitely get Horizons. It's a good game. It's a game that requires you to sort of get out what you put into it, I think, too. Like, you've really got to... There's a lot of imagination required in Elite Dangerous. Like, it presents you with the fantasy of being like this cool space pilot type character, but it's really up to you what you do with that. So that's kind of the big deal with Elite Dangerous, I guess. It's a beautiful looking game, and despite my frame rate issues before, you can adjust that. There are surface detail settings which I'll probably need to tweak a bit more later. But yeah, Elite Dangerous Horizons is pretty good. I've had a lot of fun with it since I got it, and I'm looking forward to some of the new content, like apparently there'll be atmospheric planets that you'll be able to land on eventually. I believe we're getting pilot customization too, so you'll be able to actually have a pilot that you can customize what they look like and all that kind of stuff, so that'll be really handy. And yeah, I'm going to keep building towards my new ship. So as we come towards this unexplored, is it a planet? Yeah, I'm going to be landing on a planet. What I might do actually is stop, but yeah. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.